On the 18th of June 2019, there is going to be a new plan that is going to be revealed to you. This new plan is going to be very important. This new plan is going to be very significant. And this new plan is about to change your life by bringing a certain harmony, by making the certain relationship really important, and also by making you realize that there is going to be an omen that you are going to have on this day. And this particular omen that you are going to have this day, on this particular day, is again going to be in the form of a little bird, and again it is going to be the speed of the bird is going to be very significant, the color of the bird is going to be very significant, where you have seen this bird is going to be very significant, the surroundings and the area where you have seen this bird is going to be very significant, but above all, what you were thinking about the time, what you were thinking about at around that particular time, especially when it comes to the new stage of your life, especially when it comes to the new areas of your life, especially when it comes to the new planning, like a future planning when it comes to your life. It's really important, because what you're gonna realize is that you don't need to change much, you don't need to do much, you don't need to edit much, you don't need to adjust much. All you need to do is just to basically have a little bit of adjustment, a tiny little bit adjustment that you're gonna need to have, and this in this is gonna be a really huge moment, because at the same time there is a certain influence by somebody that is going to become really significant. This is what you need to pay attention to as well. Who is influencing you? Who is making you feel really good about yourself? Who is making you really good, about the things you do, and who is like inspiring you? Because somebody who is inspiring you is going to kind of make a really sense here, and this is so good, because this is going to be the right type, this is going to be the right energy, this is going to be absolutely the right dimension for you indeed. Sometimes in our lives, you see, certain people are very important because what they do, they're meant to be the part of our spiritual journey. When we meet certain people and they keep on coming back into our lives, or they just keep on, kind of manifesting our life when we don't expect them. This is so important, and this also means it's a very spiritual time, highly spiritual time, highly important time, when your instinct is also going to be really enhanced. And this June, it's also going to be the time when you, my gorgeous, beautiful, my ever so precious Taurus, are going to really start living your life. I'm not saying that you didn't start living your life before, but this is most certainly going to be the heavy weight is just going to be lifted off your shoulders. This is so important, because also the certain problem is going to come to an end, and the problem that was coming to an end is connected to the family member, that was connected to something financial, and that was just kind of bothering, and that is also at the same time going to come to an end. But the actual omen that you are going to have, it's going to happen in a form of like a bird, and it's just going to be very significant. Its color, its size, its speed, where have you seen it, as I said, and also what you were thinking about the time, because something very important is going to be revealed to you. Very important message is going to be revealed to you. This is going to be like almost like a secret, almost like a beautiful, powerful secret, and that in itself is just going to be your starting point. That in itself is going to be very significant, because this, believe me or not, is going to result in you having the whole new beginning, the whole new adventure that is just automatically going to reveal a couple of new options for you at the same time. There is something very important going to start here, and also very important time for your own self-discovery when it comes to spirituality indeed. Please, on this particular day, try to smudge your home, take like a dry sage. I'm always talking about dry sage. It's ever so important. Try to smudge your home on this particular day. It is going to be rather important, because you're going to be highly spiritual. You're going to feel like a slightly different dimension, and this is going to be absolutely perfect time for you to smudge your home. As I said, just close all the windows, close all the doors, walk everywhere. I know I said this before, but in case if you didn't listen to my video, smudging is ever so important. So it's basically all these things. It's like a dry sage. It's an old things people have been using this for a really long time, for hundreds of years basically, and all you need to do is just close all the doors, close all the windows, go into every single room in the house, just smudge everything, and then at the end just open everything, and as open all the windows, open all the doors, and as all this smoke goes out, all this negative energy is going, all these negative entities are going, and all these bad things and negative things that you could have picked up, in the last, God knows how long, like the last few months, it's just literally going to go away. But at the same time, this is going going to be reflect on you in absolutely fantastic way. Vibrationally, this is going to be a really important starting point as well, because at that moment in time, you're also going to make a very strong connection with the universe. So your power of your mind on this particular day, on the 18th of June, is going to be very strong. So try to concentrate and try to focus and try to use this energy to its best possible abilities, because you will be having all sorts of information, you will be having all sorts of ideas, and that is going to be absolutely wonderful. Okay. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading. And of course, it's for you, my gorgeous Taurus, and it's for June 2019. So it's for you, my beautiful Taurus, and it's for June 2019. This is going to be really important month, and I can tell you that the energy-wise, this is going to be fantastic, because literally, when I say energy-wise, I'm talking about your energy levels that are going to bring you lots of optimism. You're going to be thinking in a really optimistic way, and there are going to be quite few relationships that are going to return into your life. Quite few relationships that are going to return into your life. One in particular is just going to be the relationship that left a little bit of bitter taste in your mouth. Something that happened with something that happened with somebody. No, it's just a certain situation that happened with somebody. You shared a spiritual journey with somebody for a while, and then something happened that things didn't really work out, and maybe you could have had a little bit of argument. However, you just changed your mind about that particular person. Well, the other people that are going to return into your life this month, my babies, other people, and this is so important. I'm telling you, this is so important. The reason why these people will return into your life is because they're meant to be part of your spiritual journey. They're an important part of your spiritual journey, indeed. Sometimes people come into our life and then they just go. This is because our spiritual journey with them is finished. But sometimes when people keep on coming back into our life, it is very important to try to realize why they're coming back into our life, because every single person who comes back into our life comes back with a reason, with a really important reason. But especially when it comes to your spiritual journey, one particular person is just going to mean so much, very important, and that person is going to have a message to you, for you. This person is not going to tell you oh, do this, do that. It is going to be for you to realize what the message is, what the realization is, because this is going to be the moment. Oh my Lord, this is going to be a huge moment. You're going to plant the seed at the same time. You're going to plant the seed at the same time. So this is going to be the beginning of something really important. Okay, so one person in particular who returns into your life, and the other people who also, there are going to be other people that are going to have a return into your life this month as well. And every single person is going to have a little sacred message for you. Pay attention, please. This is so important. Pay attention, please, because there is something really incredible actually going to happen. But especially when it comes to the really confusing time of your life, my gorgeous Taurus, things that kind of didn't move on for a while, and the things that you were kind of waiting to happen, waiting to unfold, you're going to realize that maybe a couple of things are still not unfolding. So this is all going to make sense, and it is going to bring us the whole new wonderful insight. You see, time to put your foot down. Indeed, time to put your foot down, and also it is time to change something. There is a certain blockage that you are going to have this month, and certain blockage that you are going to have this month is coming from the fact that for once you're going to need to change your lifestyle a little bit. Indeed. And for two, there is a new option that it's already became available to you, something very interesting, and you keep on ignoring it. So you just need to see what this new option is, and that's why I'm saying that the 18th of June is going to be so important indeed, because this is just going to be all about your new starting point. And what else I was going to say, an opportunity. You're going to have a life-changing opportunity this month. Not only are you going to feel so good when it comes to your optimism, when it comes to your energy and things like that, but there is a life-changing opportunity. Okay? Very, very important indeed, because it's so much to do with your spiritual journey. It's so much to do with what you're focusing on, and it's so much to do with what you're doing right now, and it's so much to do when it comes to your future planning, but also making a big move, making a big movement indeed. Okay, so now my gorgeous Taurus, basically your number this month when it comes to numerology is of course number 6. Oh my God, you have got a number 6, and this is all about the actual good news that you are going to have, good news that is going to be an absolutely fantastic starting point. And this good news is also going to kind of be a lot about your own advancement. Okay, so it's basically this good news, it's the realization, and it's the reward. It's the reward. Sorry! It's the reward from your hard work. It's the reward from what you were focusing on, and it's the especially reward from those areas of your lives that you didn't kind of see many changes like recently, but now this is just going to be kind of absolutely evident. And it's a lot about the actual reward, and it's a lot about the actual recognition of the certain abilities. Now, this is another important thing that I want you to understand. Certain abilities of yours, okay, certain abilities of yours are going to be ridiculously important, and this certain ability of yours, you know, they're part of you, you're doing them, they are you, but you're not realizing how powerful you actually are. So just pay attention, because there's certain abilities that you have that are going to be revealed here, but this ability is something so important that the universe, the spirit guides, your guardian angels want you to pay attention. They want you to know, because the new spiritual path is about to be revealed, and that in itself is going to be huge, spiritually fantastic. And also, what else I was going to say, it is when it comes to the actual promotion and advancement, it is all going to be about also like a promotion, advancement. Whether you're working, you know, it's about promotion, advancement, you know, you're going to be praised up a lot, which is absolutely brilliant. But then again, if you are retired, you know, it is all about the advancement and the certain honor that you are going to get through somebody, from somebody, that is like you're you know, some kind of a leader, or maybe if you're like going like wherever you're going on a weekly basis, wherever you're going on a monthly basis, you know, if you're having a certain hobby, it's fantastic. It is still about the advancement, it is still about the new direction, it is still about this honor, and it is still about, you know, this advancement. However it is, it's going to be wonderful. And on another hand, what else I was going to say, an important month, a ridiculously important month to look for work, to look for job. If you are looking for work, if you're looking for a job, this is an important month. For those of you that don't need work or job, if you're retired, this is also going to be a fantastic month to start a new hobby, because you're going to start something, you're going to begin something which is going to literally become an integral part of your life. What else I was going to say, it is a lot about materialistic gain, material gain, money, finances, and you are going to find yourself in a really good place. On another hand, it's just so much going on. Apprenticeship. You see, it's just all about being committed to the task at hand. Just remember my words. If you get bored, if you get annoyed, if you get like, oh no, this is not working, this work, this job, whatever you do, you know, just remember my words. Stay committed to the task at hand. Stay committed to the task at hand, because that task at hand, it's actually going to bring something mind-blowing into your life before you even realize. And the secret is just stay committed, stay focused, stay concentrated, and that is just going to be incredible. Watch this space, my babies, watch this space. Sometimes when we are going through like such a highly spiritual time, and your intuition is going to be really enhanced, your intuition is going to be really powerful, I highly suggest you to get a lapis lazuli. I'm obsessed with Egypt, and this is also known as a stone of an ancient Egypt. There is so much about Egypt that they're not telling us, but anyway, that's whole another story. So this is basically, it's a lapis lazuli. It's absolutely brilliant. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this in the description below. And by buying this, you're also supporting my channel as well. I have to say this, but it's like basically what lapis lazuli is going to do. It's just going to help you to connect to the universe, to the spirit guides, to your guardian angels, and it's going to also help you like connected to your subconscious mind, to your third psychic eye, so you can recognize these beautiful spiritual messages. And this is just going to be so significant. But also, when we are going through certain changes, you know, it's going to drain you maybe like a little bit emotionally, but in a good good way, if that makes sense. So, but what lapis lazuli does, it helps you to stay centered, and it helps you to also kind of realize a little spiritual messages, and it helps you to remember your dreams. So this is why I highly recommend you to get like a lapis lazuli, to wear this throughout June and July. Indeed, you're going to find this rather significant and very helpful. Okay, when it comes to your health, it is just typical, isn't it? I'm gonna say that it's just you need to like cut down on something that you do, like something like an excess, you know, like maybe you're smoking, or maybe you're drinking, or maybe you're taking too much sugar. First of all, you need to find out what you're doing and what you need to do adjustment. It's very important for you to do like a certain adjustment, because I can see like a little bit of negativity, but especially when it comes to like putting it, something doing to us like willingly, you know. So just see what you can do, a little adjustment when it comes to that, and that energy is just going to bring the burst of beautiful energy, and it's just going to top up everything else around quite nicely with the new vibration. So that's why I'm saying, first of all, you need to do that. You don't, sorry, I'm not saying that you need to stop smoking like straight away or something like that, but at least try to cut down 2 cigarettes maybe. Or that if you're drinking like a bottle of wine or something every few days or every week or something, just try to drink maybe half a bottle of wine, you know. Just a little readjustment that is just going to bring the certain energy and vibration. On another hand, please take a vitamin C at around 1000 milligrams per day, if you can take it for a while, because it's just going to help you a lot with your immune system, which you're going to need. But also inside your gums, again, are going to be rather sensitive, and inside your gums, you know, it's vitamin C is actually brilliant for healing. Try to check with your doctor, with your GP, whether you can take this or not, especially if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding. On another hand, what else I was going to say, it is the spirulina that you see, sorry, I'm keep on recommending spirulina, and I'm sorry, it is absolutely super wonder supplement. It is indeed, and I can see that everybody needs a little bit of spirulina every now and then in their life, because it's just going to help you with digestion. That's another thing, your stomach, but it's more like a stomach in general, like a certain discomfort, you know. It's not like about the digestion as much or as such, but it's just like about a certain discomfort. This is because you're gonna have a little bit of negative energy in your stomach, and that's why I need you to get like a spirulina tablets or powder. You can take it in a powder form, as long as it's natural. Same with vitamin C, without any horrible ingredients, nasty ingredients. We don't need it. There's so much fake going on out there. They're giving us too much fakeness with all these horrible ingredients that people are buying without even realizing. So that's why it's important to actually get like organic and without any nasty ingredients. I have to say this, if you are on any other medications, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, please check with your doctor or your GP if you can take these natural supplements or not, because only your doctor or your GP can actually tell you whether you can take this or not. Okay, so it's important for me to say this. Now, going on the first date of the actual, which first date is going to be like really important. Now, it is going to be the 2nd of June. Now, this is going to be so important. The 2nd of June, you're going to be like super wise. You may not even realize how wise you're going to be. And this is this interesting thing about this new dimension, about this new world, about this new stage that we are walking in. And the new stage that we are walking in is going to be wise. And it's starting in June, because we are going now towards the last part of the year. June, July, August. Now, each month is going to be more significant. Each month is going to be more highly vibrational, which is going to reflect on us in such a making us really wise. But the trick is, it's on us to realize this, it's on us to start this, it's on us to go through the spiritual door. And in order to do this, we always just have to remember to do things, to start things, and then everything else is just going to fall into places like how it should, like really beautifully and brilliantly, and in a way that we wouldn't expect it. So this is the wonderful result of all this. But on the 2nd of June, you are going to have a this is going to be the super wise day for you indeed, and you're going to kind of make a really, you will be kind of doubting, and you will be thinking about something, you will be really unsure. Oh my Lord, what to do. And a couple of things that you're going to be thinking about on this particular day are going to be very, very important indeed. And both of the things, you're not going to be sure what to do, and you will know kind of, you will be super wise, so you are going to make a really important choice, and the choice that you're going to make is going to be absolutely perfect, absolutely brilliant. It is going to be absolutely perfect judgment judgment that you are going to make, and this is going to bring you serene knowledge. And also on another hand, it's just going to become like a couple of days later like a common sense what you've done. Absolutely brilliant, because this is all about education, and it's all about certain hidden emotion. You're about to rediscover yourself here, because there is something going to happen, something is going to be born, something is going to grow here, and that is going to be the new starting point, especially when it comes to the certain knowledge, sorry my darling, knowledge that you want to like kind of learn, you want to go for, you want to go by. You see, so important, and this in itself is just going to bring a wonderful feeling of not being restrained. Okay, this is all about working against of you feeling restrained and doing those things, actioning on those things that are actually not making you feel that happy. On another hand, this is all going to resolve in the beginning of something really important. 1 month after that, like something is going to start, and something is going to be rather effective indeed, the new beginning. And it's all about the perfection, all about attainment, all about prosperity, all about like the combination of material and spiritual prosperity. And I can see that on this day you're also going to reward yourself. You're going to buy something like a really nice spiritual flower or plant, or something that means to you, like a little lamp or a little cat statue, whatever you feel drawn to, whatever you want to buy, whatever you want to bring into your environment is just going to be really good. And later on, it's also going to make a certain sense. Watch this space, you will know exactly what I mean. Okay, the next important day, my gorgeous Taurus, is actually going to be on the 15th of June. Now the 15th of June is going to reveal some kind of jealousy. Sorry, I just want to say it. You see, I've got like a little bit of like a red eye, a little bit of like a pink eye, conjunctivitis or whatever you call it, but it's just, I hope it's not as obvious, but I'm absolutely fine. But I can just see it now. I can see myself when I'm talking. Anyway, so basically, yeah, it's like a jealousy that is going to be revealed on this 15th of June. And that jealousy is just going to be so good, actually, because you're going to like it. You're going to like it. This is going to be good little jealousy. So it's to do with some kind of success of yours, and it's to do with somebody maybe being a little bit of jealous. And, you know, and that in itself is just going to kind of give you, to start with, a little bit of overburden feeling. You're not going to like it to start with. I'm not going to lie to you. But then later you're going to like it. You know, it's just going to kind of make sense, because it's all the result of your hard work and how sometimes certain people can be like, you know, for example. But then again, that is just going to kind of make a really important decision, which is just going to help you actually to realize something. So through somebody's jealousy, you're going to kind of think, and that is just going to take you somewhat places in your mind, and that in itself is just going to be brilliant, because if that didn't happen, you wouldn't have control over a situation when it comes to you feeling a certain courage. And when you feel a certain courage, that gives you the certain energy. And when you have a certain energy like this, then you have an absolutely mind-blowing determination. So this is going to work for you for such a lovely, wonderful way, because this whole new determination is going to come through here, and that determination that is going to come through here, it's going to help you to do to finish some kind of accomplishment, something that you started that takes a long time together, long process. And now this is just going to be one massive step closer to that accomplishment. Do you know what I mean? If you don't now, you will know then. Okay? And the third important date, it's actually going to be on the 27th of June. So important. There are quite a few things that are going to happen. And you know, sometimes in this life, we really need to like forget. I know that I'm keep on saying this to people, and sometimes people comes back at me with a slap, like, how can you tell me to forget something nasty that happened to me? Yes, I understand, of course, you know, sometimes things can happen so bad, it's almost impossible to forget. It would be weird. But there's a difference in between forgiving and forgetting. You see, there's a huge difference, of course. So it's all about to forgive. On the 20, the bottom line is that if we don't forgive and forget, then we are holding a grudge. If we are holding a grudge, it's affecting our karma. If it affects our karma, it's a big thing, it's a huge thing, it's a massive thing, because it's affecting our spiritual journey, and we are not able to move on. Therefore, our spiritual journey is not able to evolve, and that's not the way it's meant to be. Your spirit needs to evolve. The bottom line is that on the 27th of June, this is going to be a day, this is going to be a time when your spirit is going to be able to evolve by you paying attention to who are you feeling like really against, who are you holding a grudge against. Something is going to return into your life, and it's going to be important for your balance, your scale, to actually just realize this person who are you thinking about perhaps negatively, or who does something to you, and then you get these thoughts, you know, and this is going to be the day when this person is actually going to be revealed. And then as soon as you realize this, as soon as you forgive to this person, then something absolutely huge is going to happen. This is karmically this is going to be massive, and without you realizing, this is going to be one of the cleverest things you have done in a long time. And also because this is going to automatically be connected to your own rebirth. Rebirth is going to come in this moment and this time, and that rebirth that's going to happen is just going to also, without you realizing, the things are going to start unfolding very, very strangely in a bizarre way, where you're going to kind of be in touch with like an unusual people or an unusual situation, and you are going to make a decision that you wouldn't normally make. You will do something you wouldn't normally do. You will act in a way you wouldn't normally act, and that is going to be absolutely huge. Because this is going to be an absolute wheel of fortune on the 27th of June. It's a one step at a time, one step at a time, one step at a time. This is going to resolve in your wheel of fortune, which means that it's going to be a mind-blowing situation that you are going to have, mind-blowing realization that you are going to have. This is going to make you feel really good, but it's also going to reveal the whole new option. A big change, a massive change, a huge change is going to become evident at this point, and it's all about waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right time. And also it is like a certain reorganization that is going to become evident here, and the results of efforts are nearly due, especially when it comes to the certain worry that you had about a stage of your life, about your journey, and about like a certain problems and issues that are going on at the moment, and what you're going to do later on. This is going to be a brilliant time, and most certainly it is going to be the good news and advancement for you from this point onwards. Okay, so now going on to the first part of June 2019. It is just, I like it. From the first part of June, you are going to feel really good. You are going to feel really re-energized. You are going to start kind of having all sorts of ideas. You will also be very, very ready, you know, to deal with certain issues and problems, because you will be having enough energy to look at them from a slightly different angle. The whole new perspective is going to come through, which is going to make your instinct very, very strong, and that in itself is just going to become the beginning of unfoldment. And that unfoldment is also going to have a direct connection with your childhood, and there is a certain insight from the past that is certain situation is going to bring you a really powerful insight when it comes to your past, when it comes to your childhood. You will realize something, and it's a lot. It's very deep, it's very significant, it's very something that you don't talk about, but it's just going to kind of bring it's all going to make sense indeed. Okay, also the first part of June is going to bring you an abandonment, you know, an abandonment of the certain person, an abandonment of the certain situation, you know, and you're not going to be too happy with this, you're not going to be too excited with this. But sometimes people don't stay in our lives, you know, forever. You know, sometimes people are meant to be the part of our journey for a while, and then that's it. But there's the most certain, is certain synchronicity, or shall I say it like this, certain synchronicity with somebody else is coming to an end. But that is just going to be so good, because if that doesn't happen, you wouldn't be able to move on with your life, and that in itself is just going to reveal a certain plan, certain dream of yours. It's just going to become very strongly evident here, but you will know that this is not going to move on as long as you don't, if you don't abandon the certain synchronicity. And that is just so good, because you're going to have, this is going to be the right time, this is going to be the right moment, and most certainly balance in June to try new things and to do new things, to do big things. You know, it's going to be perfect. On another hand, oh la la, recognition, huge, massive recognition when it comes to like the actual work, when it comes to the actual career, when it comes to the actual stage, you know, around you, but also the certain recognition, you know, people are going to, this is going to be the moment when something what you did and something that you were focusing on is going to become so strongly manifested, that you're going to feel so proud of yourself here, and other people in your life is going to feel so proud about your yourself here. This is absolutely brilliant, and it's the time of your own recognition indeed. This in itself is going to make you realize that you need to like kind of like speed up, you know, speed up. You need to hurry up a little bit when it comes to this future planning, you know. You need to speed up with something because, you know, because there is going to be the strong sign that, you know, this life doesn't last forever, and also this is going to be the right time, also this is going to be the right moment for you to do this. And I'm saying this only because it's something that has been going on for a while in your mind, and you just keep on living it aside, but now it's the right time to do it. That's why I'm saying that this life doesn't go forever. Not because I'm saying, oh, we're all going to die. I suppose we're all going to die at some point, yes, but you know, very important, very, very important time for those of you in relationships, my lord, because two people are going to come up with some kind of very strong agreement that is going to make the relationship even more powerful, and that in itself is going to be a big, strong moment, a rewarding time for those of you in relationship, and also you're going to get on, also you're going to be back in sync, and also you're going to plan something really big. An important major plan is going to be born here. An important major plan is going to start here for those of you that are in relationships indeed, okay? And also, what else I was going? Your partner is going to surprise you. Your partner is going to get something for you. Your partner is going to do something for you. Your partner is going to buy you something. And I just like all these feelings. Emotionally, this is going to be a great time. Okay, and also like you know, you're going to feel super smart, super powerful, and an idea that you're going to have about your life is just going to become very evident here by the time we come to the second part of June 2019, the mid part of June 2019. It is going to be, you're going to be praised up. Somebody's going to come towards you from your work or something, like if you're retired, for example, like if you're doing certain hobby, you know, somebody who's like some kind of a leader or something is going to come towards you, and they're going to praise you up for your great work, for your sharpness, you know, they're going to tell you that you did something really great, and that you're going to realize something really important in that moment in time. You know, you're going to realize something significant about yourself, and that is just also going to be a really new starting point without you realizing, and you're also going to confirm something to yourself, that you did the right choice when you followed your own intuition not that long ago. Indeed, this is all going to resolve in you having a new option here. This is so important. This is a lot to do with a new beginning, new course, new college, new stage, new area of your life is going to become evident here, but also it's something you always wanted. Also, this is when this is you. Also, this is your time, and also this is your homecoming time, which means that you're going to rediscover yourself, and you know what? You are going to have like a mind-blowing vision here. Mind-blowing vision. You're going to need to like kind of like go outside and just make a connection and reconnection with the nature in mid-June as much as you can, my babies. Go outside and connect with the nature as much as you can, because there is a vision that you are going to have, and this vision, it will happen in such a way when you are connected with the nature. I keep on saying this because it's so important. Once you go to the forest, once you go to the, like, obviously not forest, like when I say once you go to the forest, and somebody's going to say, oh God, like, do you know how many animals can eat me in my forest? Of course, I'm not saying like to go to the forest, like the animals can eat you in certain parts of the world, you know, but if it's like a forest without where animals can eat you, or without like dangerous snakes or something, I'm talking about normal forest, you know, or a normal little park on nice ground that you need, and being part of the forest, being part of the nature, it's important because it's going to help you with rejuvenation, but at the same time it just recharges you, it recharges your power, it recharges your intuition, and it's just having really absolutely mind-blowing impact on your balance. And this is going to help you to have your own vision, and when I say your own vision, it's going to come to you. It might not happen when you go to the forest or something like that. You just go and you just think about what would you like to do, what would you like to do, what would you like to be your next step, what would you like to be your future, who would you like to help out, what would you like to develop, you know, in the future, and things like that. This is what you need to do, and make a connection with this energy by thinking about it while you're in the forest, because this is rejuvenating you at the same time, and without you realizing, you're already getting all sorts of answers, and this in itself is going to bring you lots of answers. Just watch this space, not necessarily while you're out there, but when you go home, few days later, within the next few days, something is just going to come to your mind, and it's going to be like a very strong and powerful vision that you are going to have, and it's also going to help you a lot. And it could well happen when you're sleeping. While you're sleeping, you could even dream it when you wake up first thing in the morning as well, and that in itself is going to help you to kind of relax, and also it's just going to make this vision very strong, and something is going to be confirmed to you, and you will feel very free, you will feel very strong, you will know this is the right thing to do by being ready for everything, by being ready for anything, and by feeling super optimistic. You will know that this is the beautiful, powerful energy that is coming toward from this to you. Okay, the last part of June 2019 is just basically, you see, you're gonna need to be a little bit careful. The last part of June 2019, it's actually going to test you a little bit. There is a little test that you're going to be with, and somebody's going to try to wind you up, okay? Somebody's going to try to irritate you, okay? And somebody's going to try to make you feel a little bit stroppy. And this is going to happen with the person who is some kind of, somebody who is like again, you know, some kind of like maybe some person in charge of something, or some kind of manager, or some kind of client that is really important. You know, somebody's just going to kind of test you. Be careful. This is a literally test. Be careful, okay, in the best possible way. Do you know what do I mean by be careful? Not to make you paranoid, like, oh, be careful. Be careful by just try to like kind of keep it cool. Try to keep it down. You know what helps a lot? It's like a green aventuring. Green aventuring has got a wonderful energy. Green aventuring has got a wonderful balance. And it also helps a lot with the new beginnings, new starts, and especially helps a lot with expression, the way we express ourselves to other people, the way other people understand us. And also it helps you to stay really calm, like in a situation when somebody's maybe trying to get the worst out of you. For example, it's a very good and very gentle crystal that I would recommend you to wear throughout this month and July also. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. And by buying this, you're also supporting this channel as well. So basically, yes, so somebody's going to try to wind you up. It's a little conflict, you know, and just remember, all I say, rise above the situation, because it's not going to be as bad. It is not going to be as negative. Something good, I know it sounds weird, but something good is going to come out of it. Something positive is going to come out of it just by you rising above the situation, by not responding to any kind of conflict or any kind of negativity or anything like that, because this is going to help you to deal with a certain problem, to deal with a certain issue, to deal with a certain burden, and that in itself is just going to make you realize how long exactly you need to go on the certain journey, certain road, in order to get where you can just kind of relax and have the whole new starting point. It's important because it's a very efficiency. It's all about your own efficiency, but also it's like an indecisive, which is going to bring an indecisive situation. But you know, an indecisive situation is exactly what you need, because both of the things, there are a couple of things that you're going to be thinking about, and both things are going to be absolutely fine, just as equally good. So it doesn't really matter. Another thing I was going to say, at the end of June, is also going to bring you a certain competition. You're going to be part of the competition, but for some reason this competition is going to be connected to you, to your private lives, to your home, and to your family. And also it's important to say that there is going to be somebody who's going to try to control you, but through this situation this is going to help you so much, because this control that is going to be a little bit negative is just going to help you so much to actually unearth something really important, and something new is going to surface. And that particular new lotus that is going to surface in your life is going to start beginning the part of a really important unfoldment. And this is going to make you're going to make a really important decision when it comes to your home, when it comes to your family, and when it comes to the certain person that may control you or try to control you a little bit, okay? And the last thing for June, the last part of June, is going to bring like a financial opportunity. My babies, watch this space. Financial opportunity, okay? So even if you're working like for yourself, or if you have your own business, just do as much as you can, because it's going to bring something special. You know, it doesn't matter. If you're looking for work, please keep on going, keep going, because because something really huge is going to happen at the end of this month. And if you're retired, then really important opportunity or financial opportunity still is going to come forward in a form of like you're doing something that you really enjoy, but it's just going monetary, money-wise, it's going to return to you. Lovely. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to connect to those of you that are actually in relationship. And I already told you, Taurus, my babies, this month is going to be absolutely fantastic when it comes to those of you who are in relationship, because it's all about a new beginning, new beginning, new beginning. Not only when it comes to your relationship, you know, this is going to be so good, like a new understanding, new harmony, new trust, new beginning, absolutely fantastic. Something very important is going to happen here when it comes to you too. But it's also going to be the fact that this month you two are also, it's just all going to be about a new beginning, something very big you're going to start creating, both of you, the huge beginning you're both going to start creating this month. And that creation is going to help you to discover a lot about yourself and to discover a lot about your life. This is the right moment, this is the right time, this is something that you wanted to do for a really long time, and now this is just going to become very strongly evident, and this is most certainly going to be the new starting point. This is going to be probably the best time, probably the best month when it comes to you, my gorgeous couples, my Tauruses, because it's just, everything is just going to seem so perfect, and all the hard work that you had so far, you will realize that this month is going to start paying off. Indeed. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to connect to those of you that are actually single. For those of you that are single, there is so much going to be going on. There is going to be somebody that is going to try to return into your life, but I would say no, 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 baby, no. There is somebody that's going to try to return into your life like an old lover, and I'm just saying, please don't do it. Sometimes, you know, just really sometimes we do of course have spiritual journeys, like being reconnected with other people, and sometimes that needs to happen, but this is just going to be a little test. So just watch this space. You're going to need to learn how to let this go. This person will need to go, and you're going to need to learn this. But let me tell you something here, my gorgeous Taurus, there is something really amazing going to happen to you. To those of you that are single and ready to mingle, I'm telling you, first of all, my babies, try to work out who do you need to let go out of your life first. Even if in your mind you could have been focusing on someone, because you need to let this person to come through, and this person is about to come. There is somebody that is just going to have a huge, massive impact on your life. Those of you that are single, you're going to flirt like there is no tomorrow this month, but there is somebody in particular that is going to come through, come forward, and this person is going to happen in your life, manifest in your life at the time when you start a new direction. Whether this is new work, new college, new university, you know, new hobby. When something new is happening, there is somebody else that you're going to meet that is going to be the part of the similar journey that is literally going to change your life. Mind-blowing. Okay, my gorgeous Taurus, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love you all so much. I'm sending you brightest blessings, healing, love, and light. Mwah. Okay, my gorgeous Taurus, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Mwah.